Hello, I'm Richard Hunter, Head of Markets, and welcome to our look ahead for the shortened 4-day trading week commencing the 4th of May. Been a pretty good week this week as well. We said last week, of course, what a bumper week it was going to be for earnings. In the background, the Fed are very much holding steady on their policy in the States, and the effects of the stimulus are certainly starting to shine through on an ever-strengthening US economy. In terms of those earnings, we've had mainly technology related, and we've had some pretty blowout earnings from a number of those companies reporting, possibly and most notably Apple, Facebook and latterly Amazon. So in the year to date, the indexes have all made further progress. The Dow Jones is up 11.3%, S&P 500 is hitting new record highs and up 12%, the Nasdaq up 9.3% and the FTSE 100 up 7.9%. Turning to next week, certainly the pace of companies reporting isn't as frenetic. It is nonetheless still quite busy. In the UK, we've got quarterly updates, firstly from Next, which of course has been impacted in terms of its sales and profits by store closures. By the same token, some of that slack has been picked up by its burgeoning online channel, which for some time now has been the jewel in its crown. It's also been able to considerably reduce net debt, and it will be interesting to see next week whether the recent shift in consumer spending has carried on, that is, customers paying by cash rather than on credit. Also, a trading update due from ITV. Pretty much the business split into two main parts. On the one hand, advertising revenue. Not surprisingly, that's been under pressure over the last year, while budgets have had to be cut. By the same token, they were expecting a very strong February, March, April, so it'll be interesting to see how the ad revenues are holding up. The other part of its business is ITV Studios. Last time we heard from them at their full year numbers, they were saying that production was back to 90% of previous levels, but obviously if they can get back to full programming and full production, that will impact through on its figures as well. There's also an update on a quarterly basis from British Airways and Iberia owner, International Consolidated Airlines. There shouldn't be too much to report here in terms of trading. Obviously, people are still not travelling abroad. Some of that may have been mitigated by its cargo business. It's been able to make some flights on that basis. But I think the main focus of the update next week will probably be on the amount of cash burn and whether British Airways owner has been able to reduce that. Similarly in the States, not quite as frantic as we saw this week, although there are a few companies to look out for in terms of updates, namely General Motors, PayPal, Berkshire Hathaway, owned of course by Warren Buffett, should give some indication as to his latest moves within the market. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.